So far, all British pop stars have not made a tremendous impact on the States. How do you think you're going to fare?
Well, I can't really say, can I? I mean, is it up to me? No. I mean, I just hope we go all right,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
You know, I missed you. We all missed you. Did you miss them? Yeah. Sure. The Beatles missed you. All the Beatles missed you.
Now, we just want to tell everybody, this was the Beatles station. They're taking over. They're telling us what to play. I got one more week of this, and I'm going to become the fifth Beatles.
Yeah. Those are the Beatles, those are. And this is Beatleland, formerly known as Britain, where an epidemic called Beatlemania has seized the teenage population, especially the girls. Some of the girls are bright, and they belong to the Beatles fan club.
The most driven, but actually driving. Time seems to fly fast, except when I'm flying. Shut and confined, buried to the barriers. Hate bring me to my knees, love keep me carried up. Advantage, service, fall break, love. Going back and forth, fall asleep, then wake up. I'm on my late for the sky like curb drops, lines and metal scans. No matter how many flights, I never feel veteran. I keep flying in the sky when the shit ain't blue, and still think of Jay Dilla when I hear 1, 2. It's hard to build a fire when it's pouring outside, but still trash everywhere, so the flame on the rise. When a writer writes, he writes, and when he don't, he don't. And anything between is just your version of quotes. So I won't pull up the memories that heavily weigh my mind down, but still keep up a heavenly stay. I'm from the town by the beach where graffiti is speech, and I ain't gotta hear the story, cause seeing it speaks. I wish you could've seen me then, seeing the spark. I was a book of lit matches, beaming the charts, and all it took was ditch classes, passion in parks to have me spitting out confidence carved in the dark. What's the question if I never tried to ask first? What's a backlash without trying to lash first? What's your girl if she ain't eyeing your password? What's leaving Earth without getting the last word? This ain't my brain on drugs, this my brain and my body in the sky, flying way, way above the clouds, looking down every day. Stay alarmed like the night before Y2K. This evolution, banging from the same place that raised me. Struggle with the day-to-day years, been crazy. Been writing sentences, paragraphs, pages, book stack cages, the pen's contagious. So many shelves like the ink had been drawn from a well, and always bet against the players with tells. I put my loot down, hold my cards, wait for the sign. When the signal shows up, it's like the money is mine. In a world where people turn their third eye blind, I see the sky kinda different like tie-dye designs. Mistaking him for this, he's probably that. Went from playing as kids, don't heartily chat. Danger, danger, who's up next? I bet bangers. The earth snatcher, send it back with new angles. Sharp and precise, a shark for the night. It's alright. It's alright when the sky starts to fall, umbrellas go up and the people try to run and hide. You can't hide, you can't. The people making money versus the people who don't have a place for the night inside. Right here. And just when they thought that the blue was coming through and the gray had faded away, looking up, a cat fell down and a dog did too. And the people had something to say. It's raining cats and dogs. It's E. L-O-V-E. Welcome. 1.
We were just desperate, you just get anything. You know, you went to see those movies with Elvis or something in it when we were still in Liverpool, and you'd see everybody waiting to see him, right? And I'd be waiting there too. And they'd all scream when he came on the screen. So we thought, that's a good job, that's a good job, that's a good job.
Do any of you have plans to record on your own?
We do at home. We might.
In fact, we have done, I think.
We were just
Yo, you got change for 20? That's all I got.
From city to city, it's harder the beat, it's drilling the cement street, it's the feeling that nothing really could ever compete with. It's temp for bread, but not appearing on weak shit. We speak crisp. Twiz let the beat flip. Through the song Motor Life, this is just another sequence. New people in places that you frequent, and if they get offended, then it's the best defense. I seen it so clear appearing in my recent It's kinda involuntary like a reflex. I lay my head to rest, paying my respects. And then I wake great, I see it as my recess. CA, everything I see fresh, I see best. On my stomping grounds now when I ain't hitting reset. Over the barricades, the hands ain't reached yet. And wanna touch at least half and leisurely lease jets. Forever so long, the people waiting patiently like latency. Ev been fucking taking his time. Creative artists, we need a new agency. And if we too complacent, then we wasting our prime. What the fuck? Sometimes I wonder why. Sometimes I don't understand why I carry my umbrella when it's sunny in the sky, waiting for rain. I guess I'm the weatherman. Sometimes I wonder why. Sometimes I don't understand why I carry my umbrella when it's sunny in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the congregation, today's a new day, opened up for conversation. Disbelief, they got shocked with an alpha laser. Over their heads, so many lines like an electric razor. On my best behavior, fighting off greed and 6 other sins. There's other fins in the sea, so I swim underwater, no gills, trying to breathe, but get caught between the rock and no oxygen. Please let me surface with the verse that's the most deadliest. No jealousy or envious motives, just wanna live on. People to quote us and decode us. Met promoters, dropouts, I had diplomas, focus. The cold weather, someone show me where my code is. They cold-blooded like cobras. I'm undercharging beats for what they did to the Cold Crush. Wait, hold up, nah, it's no such. I'm DP's EV from California's Gold Rush. Sunny in the sky.
Hotel managers and his entourage. It was the only place we ever got any peace was when we got into the street and went to the bathroom. You know, that was about the only place where you could. So we were always just hit and run, really. We just moved about very quickly and then we were back home. Stage I feel maybe when they break through. I don't know, it must be some kind of, you know, I just feel as though I'm alright when I'm plugged in and I don't feel as though they're getting me.
Wherever they went, there were hordes of people trying to get hold of them, trying to get their autographs, trying to touch them.
You know, we'll probably never do another tour like it, you know, but never will be playing with this one. And it's just been, you know, probably something you remember for a while.
It was so exciting. As the plane flew over New York, I really felt like some, sci-fi movie had gone down and a big octopus grabbed the plane and was dragging us down to New York. It was all just so exciting. This was happening.
Right to New York. Okay. On the sea. I don't know what in an octopus's garden in the shade.
My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge and ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win-win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a Friday day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king, but on the beats I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. they don't wanna be. Ain't from the crew, but I'm ornery. Steady gang, soul assassin, psycho harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type of warrior's ill. So true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
It's the revenge of our stealth, the intelligence plane. Bomber, a manifestation of karma. The far left, low keys, let it be. Listless, whispering words of wisdom. Ghost dog breathe in the shadow of leaves. Same darkness hides criminals, crooks, and thieves. Special forces, black ops. Bad brains, fishbone, black rock. Matter of fact, Chuck Berry and James Brown. But most of the true story can't be found. Unchained melodies inscribed to freestyle. I rock rhyme mosaics more potent with each style. Crack the system more open with each file. Upgrades and free hotels with these miles. Expansion team dilated peoples in town. If there's a better sound in it, can't be found.
My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
To the name Beatles, and he'll tell you about it now. Well, I had a vision when I was 12. I saw a man on a flaming pie, and he said, "You're Beatles with an A," and we are.
I don't think anyone didn't want to stop Paul.
Boys, are you buzzing?
We'd been into drugs, and we were. The next step then is you've got to try and find a meaning.
They told me they wanted an orchestral climax, a giant orgasm of sound, rising from nothing at all to a most incredible noise. And this is what we came up with.
Do you know anything about cocaine? No matter what I say, gonna stay the same. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. No matter what I say, gonna stay the same. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Well, it's the rapper that unwraps gifts like 3 6s. Half the people came up hard with funk ballistics. By 25 I was rapping on with my wish list, getting hated on by local artists in my district. That's a part of what happens in the business. You ain't gotta make a fucking hit to make a hit list. What the fuck is this shit? Show no shame when your friends shoot up and do lines of cocaine. Moving at the speed of life, motion in trains. Subway arteries, they a body of veins. Just a spark of me that ought to be staying insane, but can't hardly feel the left part of my brain. I'm on a mission to flip not quite Cobain or Morrison in Maryland despite the pain. When I'm chopping up loops that ain't paying the same, that's when I think about chopping up lines of cocaine. No matter what I say, gonna stay the same. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. No matter what I say, gonna stay the same. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Well, I'm the hello to danger, drum rearranger. Son of an unmarked gun, we ain't strangers. None of us wanna be the unsung angels, like puppets on strings but hung from dun cables. If every actor is a way to get tables, and every rapper is just waiting on a label. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Break every resolution from New Year's Eve, and it's a new year. Still pulling vinyl from sleeves, it's like a cycle. Seeing what the mind retrieves, and this is Michael. Despite what the rep proceeds, nothing new but a few good deeds. Act a fool but suppress the weed. Aggressive, but stress gets buried to seed. No need to compete when you own your lane between yellow lines of fame and lines of cocaine. No matter what I say, gonna stay the same. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. No matter what I say, gonna stay the same. Roll your dollars up and do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine. Do lines of cocaine.
And we'd like you, if you would, to sort of join in and clap your hands, you know, and stamp your feet.
Welcome to my world.
Everybody, join in.
Yeah, I said they don't wanna understand. They like the underhand, quick, stay enslaved, undermanned. while I was raising the gutter plan. As a stubborn man under the influence of 100 grams, I hit the tracks like under trams, under trails, railroads, niggas under land. Underground pulling diamonds out. Under that is more oil to start spilling out. Under that is that magma that I am spitting out. Under the clouds, under the stars slipping out. I feel like we was born to suffer with God thoughts and still in hell like the fire under. I wonder how I keep from going under. Wow, people in hell under the snow, no tundra. 6 feet deep slumber, the hypnotism you've been put under. Wake up to the world.
California, where we are, LA. Gotta write one as good as that.
The world.
So we were just trying to improve all the time, and we'd listen to something
the world.
somebody else had done, and we just try and beat it a bit. We try and beat what we were doing.
The world.
Really glad that most of the songs dealt with love, peace,
the world,
understanding. You know, it really did. If you look back,
it's the world.
If you look back, it's just exciting times, and all for this loving feeling. Leaving you a loving feeling.
It showed evidence.
I figure why not? Figure 4 twice to a figure 8. I figure that the rhythm is a figure of weight. It's the world. The world ends on a figurative date and turn to action figures to figure out fate. A public figure trying to dig in the crates before evasions and evacuations are placed. Shooting pistols at missiles ain't the best defense. Figure do what I can before my moment of rest. Maybe what I hear is all a figure of speech. Go figure. See the day Cali falls in the beach. The new Catalina's linking the Figueroa. Sand on flower streets, the new California. Waves in downtown Staples Center, seaside. Tsunami watch figures spanning to the east side. As we party, try to figure it out. The world turns and sky drops to figure my route. It's the world.
California, where we are, LA. Gotta write one as good as that.
It's the world.
So we were just trying to improve all the time, and we'd listen to something
It's the world.
somebody else had done, and we just try and beat it a bit. We try and beat what we were doing.
It's the world.
Really glad that most of the songs dealt with love, peace, understanding. You know, it really did. If you look back,
It's the world.
If you look back, it's just exciting times, and all for this loving feeling. Leaving you a loving feeling. We were really spending a long time in the studio, and we were still doing the basic tracks like we always did. And then it would take weeks for the overdubs. And also the great thing about this band was whoever had the idea, that was okay. Whoever had the best idea, it didn't matter who. That's the one we'd use.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, I got my underground people, my underground fans. Last moment till it's evil. The others understand that the beat will guide me. For my peeps and they need a lively. I blow tree and I see the lively. Everywhere I go proudly. Reek like the season of ducks. Switch to skunk and I'm trophying the bodies. I make a strong first impression. Fire don't start without a spark in my sessions. I learned lessons, ain't preaching though. Posted up local at the regional.
Mike, what the fuck out? What the fuck is happening? Listen to that. What the fuck, yo?
I make a strong first impression, ain't preaching though. Posted up local at the regionals. It's half luck and stroke of the kitty cat. Get approached, no joke, like what's really rap? Some phased in and phased out accordingly. Others made it, then making out orderly. I support those supporting others morally. With Sapporos, the freedom in majority. What? No matter the weather, whether rain or shine, I take a picture and I put it in my frame of mind. No matter the weather, whether rain or shine, I take a picture and I put it in my latest rhyme. I keep it moving for my big brothers and the newcomers that do not change every 2 summers. For rappers who got on only cause they knew others, and crews that split when they don't do numbers. Lace for the street like my feet in new runners. Placement on the beat is cleats and new gutters. Grabbing what's out of my reach, but who wasn't? The price for my freedom ain't cheap like sleep's cousin. Everything in life is least, at least custom. At peace when I speak, the peaks repeat nothing. No beach chair and live at the beach. I keep frontin' like I make time, but offers never cease to keep coming. Keep punching, making heat and keep drumming. Off trees overseas, you see that we dumbin'. I never wanted something if there wasn't a fee. The only thing I can tell you is you gotta believe.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together.
No matter the weather, whether rain or shine, I take a picture and I put it in my frame of mind.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together.
No matter the weather, whether rain or shine, I take a picture and I put it in my latest rhyme.
We had a crazy party. I went around. I thought I got the meaning to life. Well, I think, you know, this was beginning to get into that period when people were sort of giving up the drink, which had been the sort of stimulant of the times, and we're getting into the herbal jazz cigarettes. And it was changing things a bit. You know, things were becoming a bit more imaginative, a little more crazy.
That was the first time for me that I'd really smoked marijuana. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. It was fabulous.
By then we were smoking marijuana for breakfast at that period, and we were well into marijuana, and nobody could communicate with us because it was just four glazed eyes giggling all the time, you know, in their own world.
I'm sure John, thinking back and remembering, oh yes, we went in the toilet and smoked, and it turned into a reefer, because, you know, what could be the worst thing you can do before you meet the Queen is smoke a reefer.
I was too stoned to remember.
And now we're going to play a track, one of my favourite tracks, because I did it, of course, but also because it's one of those that has enough little biddies going to keep you interested, even 100 years later.
Don't grow marijuana, weed ain't free. And if you don't know a dealer who will front you trees, and you currently broke, you might go to extremes. Doing the oddest of things, like paying visits to a pawn shop to cop more leaves. And this is not what the doctor ordered. This is you being run by one of Mother Nature's best floral offerings. Served in arrays of arrangements, bouquets and vacuum packed and not flagrant. G13 is my government agent. My government name is a recovering patient.
Hello, I'm Michael and I'm a drug addict.
I've seen this industry clearer. Fronted weed in my bag and no money for the dealer. Exhale hazy gray clouds of smoke, then I chase them all away just when I'm being awoke. Time to smoke.
Wake up, wake up.
Everybody Drake hands, bong in the blitzer, smoke in the cake pans, stash in the waistband like a mace can, blunt gut, stomach intestine dumped in a waste can. Here Holmes, have a hit on this, yes God. Fill up a pinata with spliffs at the fiesta. Before and after I rap, I'm rolling up extra on stage, waving a blunt like I'm directing an orchestra. I seen the whole game foggy. Sleep on comforters and couches in the hotel lobby. I keep it stink, no shower, the funk flows off me. Smoke a ton of marijuana and sip gallons of coffee, yeah. Thou shalt smoke. My ATM screen telling me you are now broke. Delirious, delirium, all over this plant named Miriam. Now I'm staring at the wall of a sanitarium.
cigar. Turn on my headphones a little bit.
When
What up,
I
Fat?
come
What up?
through, what up, Ev?
Yo, you ain't gotta love it, you gon' like me. And you ain't gotta burn tree, but that ain't likely. My first joint smoke pumping me Chalet nice tea. Nah, fuck that, it was Colors by Ice-T. I've been around the world, ain't nobody like me. Not nobody likes me, I mean, I'm the simplest term of OG. Inspired by my heroes, but doing my thing. Never ink my skin, shot dope or sniff blow. When the trouble begins, when you consider the low. Been a villain before, said hello to my prime. And stay forgiving my sins before committing my crime. Face down to the floor, wait for time to redeem. Then appear like I'm baptized, water or streams. Still pondering the questions of questioning life. And yes, I'm for suggestions instead of advice.
Thinking about thinking never got me far. I be thinking about breaking laws. And no matter how many times I sit and get high, it's never high enough to reach the stars. Thinking about thinking never got me far. I be thinking about rims and cars. And no matter how many times I sit and get high, it's never high enough to reach the stars. Thinking about thinking, rolling it up and keep drinking. From the soundproof booth to the grave of Abe Lincoln. When I start thinking and I feel the ink as it drips. In a relative mode, needle never will skip. Needle never will skip. When you speak too soon and presume California acts always is June. The sun is God, but don't always poke his head through the clouds here. A little rain instead, umbrellas up to no drought here. There's nothing out there, you living a lie. Maybe take me more serious in suit and a tie. Please never forget that perception is depth. And shallow only stays to your very next step. So every step you take, I'll be watching you. Some far too gone with no options. 99 right now, don't want 100 problems. Don't wanna be looking out the window of the thinking about thinking never got me far. I be thinking about expensive cars. And no matter how many times my hands in the air, I could never ever reach the stars. Thinking about thinking never got me far. I be thinking about changing laws. And no matter how many times my hands in the sky, I could never ever reach the stars. Thinking scribbling on the page, trying not to sink into the ink pen. Thinking about thinking never got me what I needed. Proceeded. Back on the road, I'm so scenic for no reason. I got a glow that provokes demons. I'm low key in the know, yeah, for no reason. Thinking damn, should be rocking the show with the note. Kia once again, look what thinking about. Thinking got it sitting at the same potluck. Feel your pain, partner. I know the game got your brain locked in. And these lames, they ain't prophets. Mundane topics, cocaine, coppers, rose popping. My gang can't knock it. Aiming for the top while you aiming at your watch, killing time. Staying in one spot, spilling rhymes like you literally living in the box. Hennessy sipping, listening to pop while the time keeps ticking on the clock. I be thinking about thinking never got me far. Thinking about breaking the law. And no matter how many times that motherfucker rhymes, that motherfucker is Sean. Yeah.
Hennessy, egg, weed, Starbucks. It's Starbucks. I mix my shit. See that shit? Mix of mocha and Hennessy.
Peace to the Beatles.